Today we're going on a little ride. I got a bus coming up beside me, and Chinese old men are always fascinated with me riding a motorcycle, and I love that because one of the things I do is challenge them in what you do in retirement. The Chinese are real bad about you're old, you can't do anything, and they just atrophy and they get old before their time. So that's more about how to stay young. Okay, so today we're doing a short fun ride to Mei Zao Manor. I guess you'd call it a resort. It's only about 60 kilometers northwest of Kunming through some very beautiful hills. But the destination is the point today. We have reservations for Szechuan style chicken hotpot. They also have designer coffee and they're dog friendly. So Anna is bringing Nini and Esther Mau Mau on their scooters. And I'm going to finally talk about my Colove 500X, which I've ridden almost 10,000 kilometers. Come along with us, it was great fun. Let's start with the motorcycle review. I've owned it a few months shy of a year. It's a 2020 model that I bought used with about 5,000 kilometers. The owner was the perfect person to buy a used motorcycle from, totally anal, not a scratch on it. I had to fight with him before he'd let me test ride it. He'd spent 10,000 yuan accessorizing it, including new street tires. The originals only had a few kilometers and were included. The 2020 model introduced the single swing arm, which I thought was really cool, and that's the main feature that sold me on the bike. In China, a CB500X costs over $10,000, the Colove $6,000, and it comes standard with everything you'd want to put on the Honda. Crash bar, skid plate, center stand. It has 2 riding modes and adjustable forks, switchable ABS, spoke tubeless tires, disc brakes with Nissan calipers, Bosch fuel injection, and a 21-liter tank. Trip computer with some glitches and a set of Lobo hard panniers. My bike came with some kind of bark busters, aftermarket taller windscreen, and other goodies as well. I put a link to the Colove English language website where all the bike specs are located. Let's start with problems. The trip computer has a glitch. I switched from kilometers to miles and didn't realize the range number stayed the same. In other words, 323 kilometers left before running out of gas. When I switched it, it read 323 miles. I didn't notice it, and sure enough ran out of gas with something like that number displayed on the computer. I switched it back to kilometers and watched it carefully, and it works just fine, getting about 3.2 liters per 100 kilometers. Very good gas mileage, and over 500 kilometers range. I called the factory twice and never heard back. I also called the factory to ask if I could tour it and make a video and never heard back. But I never visited the local dealership where they probably were equipped to deal with the problem. That's it, no other issues. What do I like about the bike? A lot. It's comfortable, I'm 6 foot, and find the seating position very comfortable and standing as well. I did roll the handlebars forward slightly, making them a little taller for standing. I've ridden it about 10K. Very rarely will it slip a shift, usually 3rd gear. But overall it shifts beautifully, and neutral is easy to select even standing still. I love the power, plenty for me. The anti-lock brakes are extremely strong. I played with the low power mode that Colove suggests using on slippery surfaces, but not enough to comment on its effectiveness. The engine is made by Xin, and when I first started looking at Coloves, a dealer told me it had an actual Honda engine. I don't know if that's true. Xin makes KTM engines, but they are also famous for knocking off engines. It does look identical to the Honda and has identical specs. I have totally enjoyed riding it, but in China, parts and service are readily available, and the Colove brand is becoming more and more popular among the budget-minded riders. That's it. 2 thumbs up. I'm very glad I bought it. 你好。
你好，来玩啊！
啊？
来耍。
好好好。Okay, look how beautiful.
It is ours. Yeah, Greg.
Wow.
现在已经熟了，可以直接吃了，然后就是这样子。啊，是像先吃鸡肉吗？嗯，对。你们要下菜也可以。
What's that?
It's the sauce.
Okay.
Special sauce.
That's what makes it hot?
Make it numb. Makes
Make
you
it numb? How cool. Dang.
She's wearing it. You're gonna know how to. No try.
Good job. Anna, you did great. Was it fun?
Yeah. But tired, you know?
Yeah.